won last night, final out. What were you thinking?
We're making history. State, we're going to state, and dream coming true. All I could think about was, all of our hard work has finally paid off, and our school's never been to state before, and to be able to be a part of the team that's making that history is just something to really be proud of.
As a team, as a group, you're together. You're on the same page. Why is this team special?
Well, we're like brothers. We're family, and we've been playing together since we were really little. We each know each other's talents and where we're best at in the field, and we play really good together. And with our community and friends and family supporting us in the stands, it all comes together real well. And like I said, we're just like brothers.
Coach Pfeiffer's been here for 2 years. How has he changed the approach and the attitude and whatever on this team?
He's definitely kept us level-headed, and he doesn't tend to get too angry with us, but whenever we need a yelling at, he does give us a chewing every once in a while. But as far as coaching goes, he's a great coach, and he just kept us in there and pushing every game. We treat every game like it's our last, and we go into every game thinking that we're going to win, and then we get on the bus and go home.
Winning a state championship, what would that mean to you?
Dream come true. Ever since I was really little, I've always wanted to put a state banner on the wall and just get that state ring, and just a dream come true. We've had a lot of talent come through this school and wish that they could be where we are, and to be in that spot in our life right now, it's just a blessing.
You've been on a tear here lately, throwing the ball. You're in a zone. Talk to me about when that happens. Strikeout after strikeout after strikeout. When you get in that zone, what do you think about on the mound?
I just think about, God's gift to me, give me the talent that I do have, and to be out there on the mound and focused. I try to stay level-headed and don't dwindle under the pressure. I like coming into the high-pressure situations. To be able to come out on top is just something to be proud of.
Um, like your last two games. You've had close game. No runs. The first when you the first Monday night. So, yeah, Monday night. No runs. Close game. Last night you get up. You get behind. Da 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 da. You played in some tense ball games. That's a good thing, isn't it?
It definitely is. You play the regular season, you get some teams that aren't as tough to beat, and coming in here in the pressure situations, you're playing some really good ball clubs. It really defines who you are as a baseball team, and you come out strong and on top, and just defines who you are.
Uh, I'll ask you this too. I don't know if we'll use you or not, but we might.
Okay.
Last night, final out of the ball game. What was going through your head?
I'm just happy we made the play. I knew Colin came in. Garrett threw a great game for us and got us to that point, and Colin came in and threw a strike. That's what we needed him to do, no free bases. And, I didn't really want it to get away from Lane, but he scrambled back there in time and made a good throw to first, and, excitement was on.
Let's talk about Colin real quick. He's been in a zone last couple games. When you get in that, just give him the ball and say, just throw meat. Is that what you do?
Oh, you just want him to compete in the zone. With a kid that has an arm like that and the stuff that he has, you just want him to compete in the zone. Make guys have to put the ball in play. For four singles to beat him, if they do that against our defense, you got to give them credit. But a lot of teams can't do that.
For both your pitchers, that's big because they know they have that defense behind them, and they can just throw strikes.
Yeah, that's all you have to do. You just throw strikes and let people work behind you, and when you're up in the count, you can be a lot more competitive, and you can get guys to swing at bad pitches.
They brought up the grass infield. I didn't know about that. Is that will that help your team, hurt your team? Does it make any difference?
It's going to be different. Field to field. Fields at that level, nice fields, they're going to play smooth, and you're going to get some true hops. So you just have to become used to it. We'll take some ground balls on it and figure it out, and everything should be okay.
And a big field. I mean, it's a bigger field than you've been playing on, whatever, and it's a nice place. And you look in and you go, you can't get caught up in that. It's still a baseball field. The bases are still 90 feet and whatever.
Yep, still just a baseball field. You want the guys to go in, and I'm not a coach that's going to say, you don't worry about the field, don't do anything. I want them to go in and understand it and appreciate it and soak it all in and enjoy the moment, and then get down to playing baseball when it's time to play baseball.
How important is that for your kids to stay in the moment?
I think it's the big thing. We're going to have to make sure that we don't get overwhelmed by the situation and understand that it's just us playing baseball against another team just like they've been doing since they were 5 or 6 years old here in Atlanta.
Winning a state championship, what would that mean to you?
That'd mean a lot. it's a goal that we set for ourselves, early in the year, even last year, and it would mean a lot. That doesn't mean that's our main goal. Our main goal is to get these young men ready for life, and I hope that's what we're accomplishing, more so than the baseball thing. But the baseball thing would just be the icing on top.
Next week you have. Let me ask you about your pitchers. You've got how many innings they get? 10.
They'll get 10 each.
Okay, so you know that in the back of your mind what everybody's got, and you're going to play 18 innings, and they both get 20. So that all. If somebody gets in trouble, do you have a quick hook? Do you change what you do, or what do you do there?
It's just situationally dependent. We'll see what's going on, see how the guys are throwing. The pitch count is a factor, but it's not as big a factor as are they throwing under stress and how they're looking and what their body language is, and we'll let them go out there and compete as long as they can.
How do you keep your team focused for the next 4 or 5 days? Do you do anything different, or you just keep things as usual?
We'll have a day off today. Usually a good day for a day off. We don't play again until Tuesday, so we'll get back in practice on Friday, and we'll have a workout Monday before we leave, and they have to understand that it's the same thing. The things that got us here are the thing that's going to help us be successful down there.
Will you get to practice before? You won't, will you?
We won't practice while we're down there. We'll go in the cages there. They have some cages beside the field, and we'll get some work in there. We may do a quick workout, maybe even in the parking lot at the hotel, wherever we can find some room just to kind of get our bodies up and get them moving around. But after that, it's just baseball.
What has made this team special?
The special part about this team is the kids that are on it. I've been fortunate enough to be here with guys that are not only blessed with baseball talent, but are genuinely really good kids. You can only brag on them so much. I know every coach says that they have the greatest kids in the world, but I don't know any coach that believes any more than I do.
What was going through your head when you guys got the final out last night?
Well, as soon as Colin threw that last pitch and it got away, and Lane threw it down to first and got him out, I just knew we were making history. And what was that?
Okay, last out last night when you got it and you won the game. What were you thinking about?
Making history. It's never happened in Atlanta before, and it's pretty awesome to be a part of the team that's going to state for the first time. And we wouldn't be here without hard work and dedication from the past few years of playing. And thanks to Coach Pfeiffer for pushing us and helping us succeed to get to state. It's pretty amazing.
In what ways, he's been here 2 years, what ways has he changed the approach, the climate, the way this team goes? How's he changed? What has he changed?
Well, he keeps us humble and gets us pumped up before the games, tries getting us going. His coaching skills are just so good, it's crazy to think about.
And then look at me, don't turn away right away, because if you're going to use something, then it looks like you're looking away. Okay, so just keep looking at me. That's good. Okay, you're going to play on the state's biggest stage. Everybody's going to be looking at it. It's going to be a bigger field. It's going to look different, than smaller, that you play down. Does that make a difference?
Just another game. Another field, different field. Just got to adjust. Nothing too special about playing on a bigger field, but it is awesome.
How do you keep focused? You've got 5 days before you play. How do you keep focused in that time?
Well, we got to go with the same approach as what we've been all season, and just keep the same mentality. And it's just 2 more games we got, and we got to go out there like we have been all season.
This game is the first game that you play down the state is probably more important, because if you win, you get in the championship game. That's the big one. You got to win this. Like everything else, you got to keep winning to keep playing. But this may be more important than the championship game, huh?
Yeah. If we don't win this game, then we don't go to the championship, but we still get to play for third. But it would be really nice to go to the state championship.
What, as a team, your teammates, what's made this special?
Well, all of us. Wait, what was the question again?
What makes this team special? I mean, you get along with each other and whatever, but how is this team special?
Well, we all get along really well. It's like brothers pretty much. And we know how each other plays. We've been playing forever together, and just, I don't know, we're a good team all around.
What would winning a state championship mean to you?
It'd mean the world to me. I don't know, words couldn't describe if we won the championship.
That good?
I guess.
Okay.
Say redo.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Chase last night in the ball game, final out of the ball game when you guys knew that you won and were going to state. What went through your mind?
So we're making history, you know. No other team from Atlanta's ever made it this far, and it's just something to be a part of. It's a really good deal.
When Coach Pfeiffer came, what did he bring to this team? What did he add to this team? You have two pretty good years the last couple of years. What did he change the culture? What did he do?
Made sure we're there every day to practice, and we do everything right in practice. We can do everything right in the game, and it's did really good.
What would
Don't use
winning a
that one.
state? You're fine. What would winning a state championship mean to you?
It would be a dream come true, really. I mean, nobody else has done it in Atlanta, like I said, and just there's been awesome teams that went through Atlanta, and they've never went this far. We went the farthest, and hopefully we can do it for us and the community.
When talk to me about the team chemistry, how everybody really gets along, and you really do like each other, and how that helps you on the field.
Well, we do really like each other, and we've been playing with each other since from T-ball, and we just know how everybody plays and how to help each other up, get their chin ups, and just play great baseball.
You know you're going to play two games there either way. Probably the toughest game is I really want to get to the championship game. You won in the championship. The toughest game is probably the first game.
Right.
If you lose that, you're not going. That's the tougher game of the two. Talk to me about that a little bit. That first game.
First game is, I think it's going to be more tough than anything, but
It's all right. You're going to play. Let's do this. Big stadium. You're going to play at a nice, bigger stadium, bigger than what you've been playing.
right.
A big stage. How do you keep that as normal as possible?
I guess it's not focused on the grass infield is going to be a lot different though, because I know a lot of us haven't ever played on a grass infield. There's been some that, through traveling ball they played on grass infields, but it's going to be different for all of us, especially the big field. And I'm not expecting to be hitting too many home runs, but
I didn't even know about the grass infield. How does that? Will that change maybe the way you guys play?
I don't think it will, but it may make the ball have some weird hops if it goes from dirt to grass real quick. It may loop it up there.
I guess the only problem with that would be that you would want to hurry if it's going slow. Instead of coming right at you like on the dirt, you'd want to hurry things up, right?
Yeah, you want to hurry up and charge it so you don't get no bad hops or anything, and so you can play good, clean baseball.
Okay. This has been a magical season. You had a little bump in the road there in the middle, but other than that, it's been a magical season. Talk to me about that a little bit.
I think that bump actually helped us level our heads out a little bit. Unlike last year, lost when it didn't really matter, and hopefully end the season with a W when we really need it.